Writing can be such a tough subject to teach in homeschooling. It could be something you're fearful of teaching. It could be something that your students develop a negative attitude towards. I wanted to share with you a writing curriculum that I've been using for 10 years now, and in honor of that, share 10 reasons why I love it. Hi, my name is Trisha at Juicebox Homeschool. I've been homeschooling for over 10 years and I have 3 kids in elementary, middle, and high school this year. Today, I wanted to talk about our writing curriculum, and I think it's really rare for a homeschooler to use the same curriculum over many years, if not a decade. I feel like it takes a lot for a curriculum company to be able to stand the test of time, to be able to keep mom and child's attention for that long, for it to have enough robustness to last from preschool through high school, to be able to have that longevity to progress a child from beginner to advanced level writing. And I have used so many products from this company that I'm excited to finally make a broader video about it. And this company is called IEW, or the Institute for Excellence in Writing, and its founder is Mr. Andrew Pudawa, who's like a celebrity in our household. We went to the Texas Homeschool Convention this past summer, and my kids are with me, and they were feverishly walking throughout the exhibitor hall looking for Mr. Pudawa. We use the video lessons, so they're just very familiar with him and his teaching style and his dad jokes, and they just think he's so funny. So it would have been a treat to see him there, but maybe at the next one. So before I get into the top 10 reasons why we love IEW, I wanted to thank IEW for partnering with me on a giveaway just for you. I know this time of year can get really taxing on our homeschool budgets, and so I'm partnering with IEW to give away one $100 shop credit to IEW. All the details for how to enter will be below, and I will remind you at the end of this video to make sure to enter that. But if you're new to IEW or you haven't used many of their courses, I'm hoping that these top 10 reasons will be really helpful to you. Okay, the first one I already alluded to, but we love Mr. Pudawa and his teaching. He teaches all the video lessons in front of a real classroom of students. He does a great job of engaging the students, holding their attention, explaining things at a pace that is appropriate for their age and the level that you sign them up for. He also has a lot of dad jokes and adds humor to the lessons. Now that we've been doing it for so long, I don't watch all the videos with my kids anymore, but I do hear them giggling. And when I ask what they're laughing at, usually it's, oh, Mr. Pudawa made a joke about alliteration or something like that. They are very familiar with him and have been seeing him for years, so they just enjoy his teaching. Number 2 is their PAL system, which stands for Primary Art of Learning, and they have a reading program and a writing program. And this is designed for your earliest learners. So I use this program over a 2-year period. You can use it over 1 year or extend it to 2 years. And I used it from kindergarten through 1st grade. This was my first introduction to IEW, my first program I've ever used from them, and I used it with my oldest child when she was kindergarten through 1st grade. You don't have to do both writing and reading, but they work really well together. And I spent the summer before we started school prepping those materials. So you go through and there's a lot of like things to cut out. I asked my mom for help. She helped me cut out a bunch of cardstock things that they have pre-printed for you within the book, because this curriculum involves a lot of hands-on learning, games and activities and really simple things that they provide all the materials for. And when we were about halfway through like cutting all the things, I thought like, this is a lot of work. But I saw throughout the year, over 2 years, that it was well worth it. We had the games accessible. We use them over and over. They keep going back to the same games over the 2 years. So it's worth that time to prep all the stuff. It was really engaging and fun. I think teaching reading and writing can be scary and hard, but this program made it really fun. I organized the file folders the way they suggested, and my kids were able to just grab game number 8, grab number 9. So they became involved in the day-to-day. They started to understand the flow of things. The lessons are short and simple, but that little dose of daily practice and fun and games was really great for developing a strong foundation for language arts skills, but also, and equally important, building a positive attitude towards language arts. Number 3 is the choice they give you between video-based learning and theme-based learning. So on their website, you'll see the pathway that they have designed. You can either go the video-based route or the theme-based route, and we've dabbled in both. 12. The theme-based route we used right after we finished the PAL system, the primary art of language, reading and writing. In second grade, we would move into a theme-based course. So we've done Bible heroes, we've done people and places in the community, and also all things fun and fascinating. I used those as a bridge until we were ready for the video-based lessons. So I didn't start the video-based lessons until, depending on which kid, I started around 4th or 5th grade. My favorite theme-based lessons were the Bible heroes and the people and places in the community. My youngest really liked the Bible heroes because she loves reading the Bible, and it goes through different characters, and you're reading a source text, making a keyword outline from that, and then they walk you through how to turn your keyword outline into a paragraph. My son really liked the people and places in your community, so if your child likes firefighters and police and teachers, that would be a great choice because you want to pick something that your student would love to write about, that they would be naturally interested in. All Things Fun and Fascinating was more about nature and just like fascinating fun facts, and my son enjoyed that one as well. But I really appreciated the options that they offered for those like early elementary school years, just to give your child a chance to write about topics that they're interested in. Number 4 is their structure and style system, and I love that IEW pairs these two things together. Structure is like the organizational skills of how to even start writing a paragraph, and that can be really complicated in higher level thinking. So they really handhold you and teach you how to organize your thoughts, and I think that's one of the most complicated parts about writing and where a lot of kids get stuck, right? Like, I don't know what to write, I don't know where to even start, or I don't know why that doesn't make sense. They teach you the structure, the organizational skills, and then they add the style, which is that artistic flair. And that's something that a lot of kids find easy, but I like that they also provide some guidance in how to add style to your writing. In that style section where they add artistic flair, they get exposed to quality adjectives and ly adverbs and strong verbs, things that will really add and elevate your writing to the next level. Number 5 is if you purchase a course that includes the video lesson, the structure and style videos, those are provided to you as forever streaming, so you have access to them forever. And we have used that. My kids have had to refer back to videos to review a certain topic or just to refresh on an example that they need to write part of their paper. We have another art membership that we use in our homeschool that's like a lifetime membership, and ever since then I'm like, I really value that forever. Just once we buy it that one time, it's ours, because it has come in handy. We don't feel rushed to finish. It's like there's no panic situation like, oh, it already expired and we can't refer back to it, but they give it to you as a forever streaming, and that's a big benefit when you buy from IEW. Number 6 is their grammar program. It's called Fix It Grammar. I have my daughter's level 2 for next year right here, and this is the student book. Let me show you an example. This is so simple and well done. They have vocabulary. They go over articles, nouns, adjectives, who, which clause, subject, pair, verbs, capital letters and end mark, punctuation. So then they take this passage that has a lot of errors and then they rewrite it down here once they make all the corrections that are listed up here. It's really great that the corrections are listed so they can easily just go through and mark it down here. I have a video of a whole week of doing Fix It Grammar with my daughter in case you want to see just kind of like the step-by-step how it's done. This is really well done. I love the simplicity of it. It takes really 10 minutes a day, pulling out the dictionary, looking up the word, and then they get so familiar with these errors and how to quickly fix them because of the repetition and the short lessons that it really can be done in 10 to 15 minutes a day. So this has been a very no hassle, easy to implement curriculum in our homeschool. So this is Fix It Grammar. I tend to start this in 4th grade. I started this in 3rd grade with my youngest daughter just because she tends to operate 1 grade above. Number 7 is their online classes. So if you go to their website and they have a place for where you can sign up for their online classes. These are live online classes that you sign up for in spring, early summer. And once my kids start with the structure and style program, I usually try to add their live class component to it. The live class teacher just adds and teaches what Andrew taught in the video, but adds to it and has like a back and forth with the students and a dialogue. They will also assign assign the work, the homework, what's to be due. They also assign the fix-it grammar for the week, so you're staying on schedule, but they don't correct it. That's on the parent. But your student will submit their writing assignment from structure and style to the teacher through the portal, and they will get graded. It'll be marked up with comments, encouragement, some corrections. I really appreciated this for accountability. One of my kids has a harder time with my corrections, so I think it's been helpful to have someone else grade papers. It can be subjective sometimes correcting a paper, a writing assignment, so it's nice to have another voice in there to correct their work. One of my kids loves the live classes so much. They just are early and just attentive, and also loves receiving feedback from their teacher. So it's not necessary to add on the live class, but it's something that we have benefited from in our family. Number 8 is their new-ish public speaking course. I think it's under 2 years old, and we used it when it first came out. It's an intro to public speaking. I had been tempted in the past to sign my oldest up for like a speech and debate class that a lot of her friends were taking. We just could never find the time to do that. But then IEW came out with an intro to public speaking course, and I went through it, reviewed it, and thought it would be a good choice. We did use it in her 8th grade year, and it was really cool. I really enjoyed that course. She was already used to giving a lot of like on-camera presentations, but I think it just helped with translating her thoughts into writing and then into a verbal presentation. Number 9 is not necessarily a reason I love IEW, but it's something that I wanted to say and encourage you here with, is that it looks more complicated than it actually is. So when you go to their website, I know you're going to feel intimidated, especially if it's your first time. You might feel lost and not sure where to go and what to do. Feel free to drop any questions here. I've been using IEW for long enough where I can probably help a little bit with any questions or where to start. I want to encourage you not to give up before you start. Once you get into IEW and get familiar with the system, it is really a lot easier and more simple than it looks at the very beginning. And I'm just speaking from my own experience. I was definitely overwhelmed in the very beginning, but using it throughout the years, I found it is worth the investment of time to really understand their teaching method. And that leads me to number 10, which is that IEW really preps your students for higher level writing. In my own experience, my oldest daughter as a freshman took an honors language arts course from AP Homeschoolers. Feel free to look at their website, AP Homeschoolers, and look up their honors course they recommend for 9th grade, and you'll see from the course description, it is very intense. A lot of writing, daily writing assignments, and it was heavy, rich, and really challenging. When she applied and was accepted and I saw the syllabus, I was really nervous about how she would do. It looked very intimidating and rigorous. And to our surprise, she really stepped up to the challenge. She ended the course with an A+. Her teacher had really, really sweet things to say about her work in the course and offered to write her a letter of recommendation for future. And we can really thank IEW for giving her such a strong foundation in that structure and style for writing. Those are my top 10 reasons for why I love IEW, why I've stuck with them for so many years. And I hope that helps you in your research for a strong writing program for your homeschool. Again, feel free to ask me any questions down below. And don't forget to enter that giveaway for the $100 shop credit to IEW. You don't want to miss that. I hope you're giving yourself grace this time of year. The prep for a new homeschool year can be really overwhelming, so please give yourself grace. I'm trying to say the same thing to myself, and I'll see you in the next video.